How to get a beautiful and sexy woman even if you're not traditionally attractive. Let's be honest, attraction isn't all about looks. While physical appearance may catch someone's attention at first, it's personality, confidence, and emotional connection that truly win hearts. The idea that only good-looking guys get beautiful and sexy women is a myth. In reality, many women look beyond the surface when choosing a partner. If you're someone who doesn't fit the traditional standards of attractiveness, don't worry. You still have every chance to attract the woman of your dreams. What you need is strategy, confidence, and emotional intelligence. First, let's tackle the basics. Appearance still plays a role, but not in the way you think. You don't have to look like a movie star, but you do need to look like someone who cares about himself. Take care of your hygiene. Dress cleanly and with intention. Even simple clothes can make a strong impression if they fit well and suit your style. A well-groomed man who dresses confidently will always stand out more than a sloppy guy with good genes. Groom your hair, trim your nails, brush your teeth, and use cologne moderately. These small things show you respect yourself, and people naturally respect those who respect themselves. Now, let's move on to a much more powerful trait: confidence. Confidence isn't about being cocky or arrogant. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. A man who walks into a room and doesn't shrink into the background shows that he values himself. Speak clearly, make eye contact, and don't apologize for who you are. You don't need to try to impress her with flashy things. What you need is belief in your value as a person. Confidence can be developed through action. Go to the gym, practice social skills, and keep promises to yourself. When you start winning in life, even in small areas, your confidence naturally grows. Another underrated trait is humor. Many women say that a good sense of humor is one of the most attractive qualities a man can have. Humor breaks the ice, creates comfort, and shows intelligence. You don't have to be a stand-up comedian. Just be witty, lighthearted, and open to making her laugh. Humor builds connection and makes people feel good around you, and that's an emotional bond that beats looks any day. A man who can make a woman laugh is a man she remembers. Now, let's talk about emotional intelligence. Do you know how to listen, not just hear, but truly understand someone? Emotional intelligence is about reading social cues, showing empathy, and making others feel seen and heard. When you talk to a woman, ask about her passions, her views, her experiences, and genuinely listen. Don't just wait for your turn to talk. Make her feel understood and valued, and she will naturally gravitate toward you. Emotional connection is what transforms casual interest into something real. Being ambitious is another powerful magnet. Women are drawn to men with vision, purpose, and drive. You don't need to be rich or famous. You just need to show that you're actively improving your life. Whether you're starting a business, learning a new skill, or working toward a personal goal, ambition is attractive. It shows maturity, direction, and a life she might want to be part of. Talk about your goals with enthusiasm and invite her into your journey. She'll admire the passion you have for life. Let's not forget about authenticity. Many men make the mistake of pretending to be someone they're not, thinking that's what women want. But faking your personality is never sustainable. Be real. Be you. Own your quirks and your flaws. Authenticity is refreshing in a world full of filters and pretenses. When you're genuine, you attract women who like you for who you are, not for who you pretend to be. And those are the relationships that last. Respect is essential. Beautiful women often get a lot of attention, some of it shallow or objectifying. Stand out by treating her like a human being, not a trophy. Don't just compliment her looks. Compliment her intelligence, her character, her creativity. Show appreciation for who she is, not just how she looks. Respect also means boundaries. Don't push. Don't pressure. Be patient and let the relationship grow naturally. Women notice men who make them feel safe and respected. Also, build a social life. Women are attracted to men who are socially active and have strong connections. You don't need to be the life of the party, but having a circle of friends shows you're likable and emotionally healthy. It also gives you confidence and a support system. Plus, many relationships start through friends or social circles, so the more you expand your network, the better your chances. Here's another tip. Learn to communicate with confidence online. In today's world, many relationships begin on social media or dating apps. Your profile should reflect your personality. Use photos that show you doing interesting things. Write something clever in your bio, and avoid cliches. When chatting, be respectful, funny, and lighthearted. Don't lead with cheesy lines or comments about her body. Lead with something thoughtful. A good online impression can lead to a meaningful in-person connection. Your mindset also matters. Stop putting beautiful women on a pedestal. The moment you treat her like she's above you, she'll start to see you that way too. Remember, beauty is just one part of who she is. See her as a whole person, not a prize. The goal isn't to get a sexy woman, it is to connect with someone who values you for who you are. Approach conversations with the mindset of exploring compatibility, not proving your worth. Developing yourself is key. Read books. Learn new skills. Travel if you can. Expand your mind. Women are drawn to men who have stories, knowledge, and insight. Be the kind of man who can talk about anything from music to history to business. When you're well-rounded, you become more interesting, and that naturally draws people toward you. Fitness also helps, not because it makes you hotter, but because it shows discipline and self-respect. You don't have to be ripped, but taking care of your body affects your energy, posture, and mood. It's not just about aesthetics, it's about self-mastery. Plus, exercise improves your mental health and confidence, which makes you more attractive from the inside out. Finally, never chase attract. Desperation pushes people away. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself and let attraction be a byproduct. Work on your life. Build something meaningful. When you're proud of who you are, the right woman will recognize it. She'll be drawn not just to your words, but to your energy and presence. Be patient. Don't rush. The right connection takes time. In conclusion, getting a beautiful and sexy woman when you're not conventionally handsome is not only possible, it's within your reach. You just need to focus on the right areas: confidence, self-respect, emotional intelligence, ambition, and authenticity. Women are not just looking for pretty faces. They're looking for men who make them feel something, men who make them laugh, feel understood, and feel valued. So, invest in yourself. Stand tall. Be proud of who you are, and trust that when you show up as your best self, beauty will notice.